Hi everyone. Today I'm in conversation with Rashmi Punjabi from ICBI Jaipur. Rashmi, welcome, and I would like to ask you, before joining ICBI, what were you doing and where were you in life?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the opportunity. So I was working as an HR professional. It was just 1 year into my first job right after my graduation, discovering myself and learning nuances of new life.
Wonderful. So, describe that moment when you took a decision to enroll with ICBI.
Okay, honestly, it was a set of moments. First realization happened when an alumna of ICBI came into my college, Dr. Kritika Sada, and I looked at her. She inspired me in a way that stayed with me. But like every fresh graduate, I was excited to just go ahead with my job. I took it, but 1 year into my job, and one evening sitting in Mumbai office in our head office and looking at a person, she was senior to me. I always looked at her, but in that moment when I looked at her, she was doing something that I was doing. It felt a little discomforting, and that feeling was not. It was not well settling. And then that moment, I started researching. I recalled Kritika ma'am, and I started researching about ICBI. So that was the moment.
Wow, that's quite a story. Um, Share that moment before signing up with ICBI. Did you have any fear or doubt at that moment where you were just about to take a decision of your life?
I was up. There were a lot of questions and a bunch of fears and doubts in my mind. Honestly, first one was then investment, because as an early professional, the amount was a concern. And I remember my dad told me MBO jayega isme to, and even I was a little confused at that point in time. But and the second thing was that online sessions, because I belong to a COVID batch. I attended quite a lot of online sessions, and there the experience was not that good. However, when I attended the very first demo of ICBI, it was with Sangeeta ma'am, and it was amazing. In those 10 minutes only, she took my name thrice. So I was so
Hmm.
amazed with the level of interaction and the culture. So there were doubts, however, with the experience and that little spark of belief in myself changed everything.
Wow, lovely. So, Rashmi, you are still in the middle of your program. You are still pursuing your soft skills. Could you tell me what kind of changes have you already observed even before you got certified?
So honestly, there are a lot of changes. So the first change is in my mindset, because coming from a small town,
Hmm.
you don't get exposure of a lot of things. So when I attend classes from the trainers who have such huge experience, and even the batchmates who come from diverse background, it gives you a lot of exposure and a kind of life that you've never seen. But if you
Hmm.
can see those lives through those people, and you can completely think that, oh, this is also a way of living. And also with the course module, skills like communication types, ego states taught me a lot about to understand people, and now I'm a little more mindful in my conversations. So that's something, the changes I feel.
That's amazing. So, one last question to you, Rashmi. If you meet somebody who feels confused, stuck, not sure of what to do in life, probably at one point, maybe you were in that position, what would you tell this person?
Very correctly said, ma'am. Even I was in that show once, and I would say, for me, single-handedly, this was the best decision of my life, because I enrolled into the course thinking that I would earn, I would build a career, where I'm very more interested into. But today, the Rashmi I am living with the purpose of serving the people where I live, the people who are here, to give them exposure of soft skills. So I got a purpose to my life and a meaning. And also, I feel in this stage of life, I got exposure to a lot of beautiful skill set, and I'm connected to a lot of amazing people, that not just professionally, it changes you as a person, and then you can do anything in life. Like today, I have this confidence. What may happen, I will do something great in life, and that's just because of the person I've become while during the process.
Wow, that's so beautiful. That's really great, Rashmi. Thank you so much for this conversation because you've been really, really candid. I wish you all the very best and really looking forward to seeing you as a certified professional with ICBI.
Thank you, ma'am.